Hi everyone, welcome to Live Darts TV. We're here a very special interview at the Modus and DJ Shop Night of Darts at the Ageas Bowl in Southampton, and we've got the legend that is Raymond van Barneveld with us. Ray, thanks for taking time out. It's been an emotional week for you. You've announced your retirement.
Even now I feel a bit dizzy, answering all the questions of people, and it's in a way it surprised me, all the newspapers, all the press, radio, TV stations, it was on the news. Raymond van Barneveld retiring after a year, so it was good, but a bit of a shock for everyone as well. They thought, because I announced 1 or 2 years before ago, I said I'm going to do 5 more years when I became 50. But I notice now that the body is not going to make it. There's so much stress in private life, on stage, and that you can't handle it both ways. Playing tournaments combined with doing the exhibition circuit and gym and meetings with people, the traveling all the time, every single week, the dealing with defeat, makes me saying this is my final year.
Was that a tough decision to make, and how long have you been thinking about it?
It came up in the Grand Prix. I said to Jacko, Jacko said to me, Ray, you're gonna defend a lot of money on the rankings, so if you can tell me that you're gonna play all the floor tournaments, I'm happy with that. But I don't want you to fizzle out, right? I don't want you to say goodbye. You can't say goodbye to the fans anymore, because if you're looking at defending £80,000 in the world, like reaching the semis 2 years ago, if you want to defend that money only through Pro Tours, you need to win 80 times a first round match, right? Or second round match as well. So that's going to cost me a year, or maybe 1.5 years to get back in the top 16 and play all majors. And I'm thinking, oh wow, yeah, this is a long bumpy road if I'm going to decide to do that. And I don't want to fizzle out. I don't want that people can say, yeah, Ray, now I say I'm in front of the bus and I say this is my retirement plan. Whatever happened, the 2020 World Championship will be my final major tournament.
Was that important to you to go out at the top still and on your terms, not just just drifting around, not qualifying for anything? So to go out at the very top, was that important to you?
Yeah, it really is. But the funny thing is, I'm performing okay on not ranked tournaments. If I reach in all these tournaments, I got ranking points like the final of the Masters. If I had that money, like World Cup, like Premier League is not ranked, of course, but like all the other tournaments, if I achieved that money on ranking basis, it was easy the top 8. On the majors, ranking wise, I didn't play well in the Grand Prix, didn't play well in the match play, not in the Grand Slam, so you're dropping the rankings big time, and which give you a lot of stress when you have to go to the World Championship starting at number 16 or 17 in the world, right? We all know that number 16 or 17 in the world, you get Michael van Gerwen in the third round, but before that probably Johnny Clayton. So every round is a final for me, and I can beat the best players in the world, but doing this on multiple games on one day, that's hard for me.
So we've seen you've still got the game to beat the very best, beating Michael in the World Series. So is the match play and the Worlds your best chance to win that final major where it's only one game a day?
I like to play one game a day. You see that back. I like to play sets as well. If you 7-1 down in a first to 10 match, your brain will tell you not going to win this game. Especially not against people like Michael or Gary or Peter Wright or Rob Cross. You can't win that. Very rarely. It happens, but once in 100 games or something. So the trouble is, you have to perform well, and stress is getting bigger and bigger and bigger every single week, because you're defending points, right? And if you don't defend your points, you go lower in the rankings, and you get Michael or Gary or Peter in the second or third round, and then you have to be sharp. If you're not, you can shake hands and you stay on that position for a very long time. Say Kevin Painter was number 16 in the world, and he never ever could over that, because in all these major tournaments he was always meeting Phil in the second round, and Phil 9 out of 10 times he was beating Kevin. So And then, like I said earlier, you don't want to fizzle out. You want to say, one more year and then it's fine, and then it's good.
When you look back across your glittering career, what's the standout moments that spring to mind straight away for yourself?
Well, the most important moment was that I could living the dream, being a world championship dart player, like winning the world championship back in 1998. You know, that all changed it for me. I was a postman, not happy with the job, but it was a good job. I had nice days as a postman. I was laughing all these days with my colleagues. But at the end, you had one dream, and lifting a world darts trophy, and I did that in 1998. And then I became a full professional dart player. That was my biggest dream, and since that, I earn a good living out of that, and happy, proud, and I did many good things for me, myself, my family, and my country. So. But if you have the feeling that you don't win any tournaments, my last individual tournament winning the Premier League was in 2014 and the Grand Slam in 2012. For me, as a key player, I still think I'm a key player. In my head, I'm still top 6 in the world if I play well. And you don't win anything, that's hard. You know, if you stand in front of a football team and you're losing every single week, it's hard to focus you and give yourself motivation to go again, because we're playing every single week here. You're looking at playing Premier League nights on Thursday nights, and then Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays you're playing competition like UK Upper Qualifiers or Euro Tours or Pro Tours. So that means you have to deal with 4 times a defeat in one single week, because sometimes you're losing on a Thursday, then you're losing second round on a Friday, you're losing first round on the Saturday, you're losing quarters on the Sunday. So you go back home on Monday morning with 4 defeats on the spin. Your brain, your head can't deal with that. And then Tuesday and Wednesday you go back in for Premier League week 2 with another weekend Euro Tour or whatever. So if you do this a month or 6 weeks, you're driving yourself mad if you don't win anything. You know.
Across your great career, is there any regrets, or are you happy with everything that you've achieved and done?
Regrets was the head-to-head against Phil Taylor, the best of. He beat me 21-10, and I regret that match because I should never ever accept playing darts on an hour base. You know, there was a match in 1 hour. You couldn't come back. You know, I was 5 legs down, say, and then you give up mentally because you see the clock ticking away and you can't come back. So I regret that night, and after that night, my head was getting down, not getting up anymore. Still, I won many things afterwards, but I think if that match never ever happened, I think I couldn't win. I could have won more in my career.
Raymond, absolute pleasure to sit down and talk to you. A glittering career. I know we've still got a year left, but thank you for the memories that you've given, not just me, but every dart fan out there. Absolute pleasure, Raymond. Thank you very much.